project CodeMentor BD. This is a job preparation platform where we can practice using the actual question asked in Bangladeshi coding companies. To get started, we'll first log in. Upon logging in, we can see a part where we have our overall progress showing our total articles read and total questions solved. Then we have our problems attempted, problem solved, our accuracy rate and daily streak. Then we have some featured Bangladeshi companies here and our progress by topic. To start preparing, we can start by reading the study materials we have here. Here we have main two tracks of study material: data structured algorithms and database systems. In data structure and algorithms, we have some topics like linked lists and etc. Here we have an article on doubly linked lists. I can read this article, and I have read this article before, so I have a mark as unread button, and I can mark it as read also. Another article, we have some related problems. We can practice these problems on live coding section. In this live coding page, we can solve the coding problems. We'll see this section in more detail later, so let's go back to study materials for now. Okay, from the study materials page, we can add a new article as well. Let's add a dummy article. Let's add it under data structure algorithms track, arrays and strings topic, and let's say sliding window. Now we can create an article. This article is created and it will need to be approved by admin before being published on our site. Now going back to dashboard.
Now we will see the live coding in more details. Now we'll start coding. Here is our problem selection page where we can see all the coding problems all at once, and we have a lot of problems here. We can go from previous page to next. Okay, so coming back to the page, now we will solve this problem. This is our live code editor page where we can see the description of the question, the expected input output format, the test cases, and we can code here. So if I read this problem and try to solve it, let's try to solve it. First, I can select my preferred language, CPP, and I can just give an input to test whether my solution is correct or not. You can see the output is coming and the output is also matching, so we feel our solution is correct. Let's submit the code. So we can see all the test cases are passed, so my coding problem is solved. If for some reason we get stuck, we can get help from the AI to solve the problem. If I click here, the AI will give me the solution and I can also test it. And there is also an AI debugger from where we can get help from the AI to see what is the problem if my coding problem solution is not correct.
Specific problem, but also we have a chatbot here which applies to every other pages, and we can ask any question on it. Like I have a question on array, So it will just clear any of my doubts uh, with or without the context. Okay, so if we move on to our dashboard, we can see that we have some featured companies, and we can see some progress. But if we want to see questions specific to the companies, we can go here, and we can see that here we have some featured companies in our company question banks, and we have all these companies listed here. We can search for a specific company here like apify.lab, and we will get that specific company here. So if we want to see the questions of this company, all the questions of Epify Lab will be listed down here. So we can go to any specific question of this company and solve by company specific questions. Okay, so if we want to add some question to this company, we can click on this button and say this is a new question, and we have some description. The company is automatically selected as Apify Lab, but we can also change it to any other company. Then we can give our question here, say this is the latest question of 2025. We can set some difficulty, and we can give some tracks so that we can get the recommendation from it. Then we can check that if this is a coding question or not. So if we check that this is a coding question, we have to give some output, say 1 and 1. We just do it for the testing purpose. Then we can add more test case here, and finally we can create this question. So here it says that importance tag is required, so we are giving high, and then we can create this question. Okay, so this question is now submitted to the admin panel for verification and approval. Then we can also go to any company and see some questions that is not like specifically coding based. It is like a descriptive question, and we can also see some predefined answer for it. Like this question, we can see some answer for it if we click on this see answer button, and this summarizes our total company based question bank. Now if we go to the admin panel for all the approval that is pending, that is, this is our URL, and the admin URL is admin/auth. So this is our admin site, and it's strictly forbidden for the regular users. Only the person with admin role can access to it. So if we sign in as admin, we can see that there are some stats here, like how many users we have, how many companies we are currently serving, and how many questions are there, and how many articles are there. Then we can see some really useful stats, like how many articles are pending, how many questions are pending for approvals. If we review the articles, we can see all the articles that are pending. We have all this test article. Okay, so if I go article by article, see it, and then approve it, we have article specific approval or deletion, or we can just do a bulk approve all, and it will give me a confirmation message that if I really want to do this, then all the articles will be approved at once. Then we can also see the all the articles like that are already published, and we can also delete any of the articles whenever we want. Okay, so going back to the dashboard, now we will move to our pending question approval section. Here we have the questions that are pending. Okay, so we have similar strategy of bulk approval and question by question approval. So if I approve this one right here, or we can also edit the question, but for now we are just approving it. This question was approved successfully. Okay, so we can also bulk approve it, and we can also go to the all question section to modify or view any of the existing question already published on the website. Then if we move back to the dashboard, we can also manage users, manage articles like we saw, and then we can also do some company management. Okay, so here we have all the existing companies, and we can delete or modify any description or details about the companies, and we can also add another new company if we want. Say new company. This is all dummy data for now, and we click on the create company, and this company was created successfully. Okay, so that's all in our admin panel, and we can like sign out and move to the user part for now. So that's all for our project. We can also like explore study materials even without authentication as a guest user. So I guess that's all.